Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview. This time covering VCT Americas Stage 1 for playoffs. My guest at this time is Zikz of 100 Thieves, head coach of said team, coming off of their match against G2, in which they came out on the losing end, thus seeing their run in Stage 1 come to an end. And so, Zikz, thank you so much for the opportunity. Definitely sucks to see your playoff run and in the way it did, coming very close, losing after multiple overtimes on map 3. Still, I gotta ask you, I'm sure you've been able to talk to the team after that match. So, I mean, what did you kind of like say to the guys, to kind of like learn from and take this forward for the future?
I think, well, to answer your question, the first thing I said to the guys was just to make sure that like pretty much everybody has a reflection like as soon as possible, starts like taking notes basically on like how they felt toward the end of the split. Because to be honest, like being realistic about our split overall, we were definitely not as good as a team as we should have been throughout all of stage 1. And I think that kind of showed in our MIBR match. Our MIBR match, we definitely like came out kind of like disjointed, a bit more passive than we should be, not playing to our true identity, not really like taking all of the things that we've learned throughout the year and applying it to our matches. And we had a lot of bad individual decision making and a lot of this kind of stuff that, we did a ton of VOD review, especially after the MIBR match. And I think, I said to the guys that, to be honest, I was definitely proud of the performance today. I think, obviously it blows, of course. Like we were up 11-6, a few bugs happen, and then we end up, bleeding a lot of rounds on attack. That makes it so, it's hard for us to convert it, which is unfortunate. It's a game of crazy ults, snowballing, and it's not always easy to close out a lead, so definitely sucks. But overall, like as a team, we definitely played one of the best series that we've ever played as a team. There's a lot of like crazy micro interactions between people, us being able to slow down the pace instantly, like on the just instantly changing from being super fast paced, hard commit into full freeze. And our team is always a team that's obviously very, very hype, always trying to run in. And I'll be honest, like my team doesn't really have a lot of moments where we like slow down. So when those moments start happening is when like we kind of enter like another level of performance. And I think that everybody on the team was super in flow state today. A lot of mistakes happen, obviously. But it's like, everybody was trying to do their best to play as a team. And then when they needed to show their individuality and make aggressive plays, they were able to do so. And it got us a lot of advantages. Some rounds, maybe a little too much individuality, but it's all good. I mean, at the end of the day, like we're definitely very, very happy with this series. It goes to show how much this team can transform after MIBR, where we looked terrible, to how we looked yesterday and today, or 2 days ago and today, where we just looked at like a complete 180 of a team that looked terrible in MIBR series. So. Yeah, definitely a draining series. I'm definitely like super tired. I have a crazy headache. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're 2 rounds away, 1 round away even, I guess technically, from closing it out. And unfortunately, today's not our day to close it out. But definitely overall, like we're a very, very process-oriented team. We're not super results focused. So seeing us play that well and understanding that we can basically go toe-to-toe with who everybody kind of projects to be the winning team of the year in our league is definitely a positive sign that we're going to make sure that we take everything that we learned over this entire split to basically make sure that we're not complacent. We take all of these learnings and we apply it no matter what.
No, for sure. I mean, basically answered all the things that I need to answer or ask you a question about. So that said, I'm gonna wrap it up the interview. Thank you so much. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking around. But still, like, just pick. I don't know the right word. I'm kind of all over the place, but nevertheless, picking off of one part that you said in the answer right then and there about the transformation that the team has been going on since that match against MIBR. I mean, I had a chance to talk to a few members of the team during this playoff phase, and at one point, you even like had like a 6+ hour long VOD review after the MIBR match. To be more specific, you can kind of elaborate if I'm wrong on that on the duration, but how surprised or I don't know if surprised is the right word to say, but more so like how impactful was it for you to to try to put these guys into much better condition with so little time you guys had at your disposal, and then see them improve so much in so little time, just beating NRG, taking G2 to the limit, and yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it felt amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I think I used to have this joke, back in the league days, like where I would always sacrifice sleep no matter what to like make sure that we were solid for a tournament. I think that these last 5 days I've put in so much work to the point that like I am dead tired right now. It's like every waking moment from when I fucking wake up in the morning till when I go to sleep, get only like 6 hours of sleep. I'm only watching VODs. I'm constantly watching our VODs, giving individual feedback. I've got Rudy and Frenya also watching VODs for scouting. I'm watching the scouting VODs myself, trying to craft like our game plans for each team. And I mean, to see the team transform and see all of that hard work not go wasted, and to see that players' form was great, their individual decision making on the day was solid. I mean, all of that to me means that like ultimately, I'm not wasting my time. It feels like very validating, basically, that we were able to improve so much with so little time and actually make waves. Once again, like it's hard to be so positive when you just lost a match. So I definitely feel a bit sad, obviously, that all of the work doesn't end up with a good result. But at the end of the day, like the game is the game, right? It's like you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, and hard work doesn't always mean that you're gonna win. So next time, like I said to the boys, like the most important thing is that we take away everything that we learned that was insane from us, everything that transformed our team the last few days, and make sure we turn that into our new standard. Set that as our standard for excellence. And if we play that well, if we play aggressive, we play confident, we play together, and we understand when we need to make our individual plays and have good individual decision making, then we'll be lights out. Like we'll undoubtedly be the best team in NA, but we need to maintain that form and improve on it. And like I said, it should be eye-opening for the boys that it took us this long to kind of have all of the stars align, and that it's a little bit too late at this point. Which is why I told them to make sure they reflect on everything and take it into our next split. If we start with this level, then we will be an incredible team.
Amidst the impending retooling that you guys will be going upon sometime after today, because I understand you don't want those few days off to recharge, but still, when you guys start that process though, what do you feel is the most important aspect that you want the team to build on?
I think the level of team play for sure. I think in our losses, there was a lot of things that we're doing that just make us look not very clean. Like people peeking when they shouldn't. That means that you can't really play with somebody if they're peeking when they shouldn't and they die for free. Like little details like this are so important to team play, and ultimately, like everybody needs to understand that. Like at the end of the day, it's really, really important to understand when you have a good individual play, because that's how you build advantages in this game. But you don't always have them. You have to find the good opportunities. And I think that what we struggled with a lot in our team was a lot of people thinking they have a lot of good opportunities, but in reality, they're bad opportunities. So for us, it's a lot of just recognizing good opportunities when we need, primarily playing for the team and understanding when we need to commit together. Slowing things down was another really big one that kind of contributed a lot to our success today, especially on split. Just slowing things watching these guys just run it down into us with bad util was kind of like a change of face for us, right? We're usually the other team that's running it down with bad util into somebody holding. So to see us be able to flip the script there and be able to especially get a win on split, which we've been confident on all year long, but matches just haven't been going our way. There's definitely a lot of positives, a lot of things to take away. And I'm going to be writing down my notes as well, but those are some of the reflections I have already.
And for sure, you definitely have some other things written down in due time for the rest of the players to learn from. And so, Zikz, really appreciate the opportunity for the conversation, the interview. Commiserations once again on the loss, but still, you guys can obviously going to bounce back. So, that said, though, I'm gonna give you thank you so much once again, and best of luck for you during the break.
Thank you.